The arrest of the FDC's Zaina Fatuma on the 10th of this month has attracted wide condemnation from the public. The incident that occurred in Chirhura district sparked a debate about the high-handedness of the Uganda police. The United Nations Office of the High Commissioner for Human Rights has also voiced concern about the incident. The organization has called on the government to launch an independent probe into the arrests
and to hold accountable any officer or officers who may have used excessive force or subjected individuals to cruel, inhuman, or degrading treatment in line with the Prevention and Prohibition of Torture Act of 2012.
The United Nations Human Rights Body has started monitoring the political events in the country ahead of next year's general elections. The country representative of the UN Human Rights Body, Uchenna Emiloye, implored Ugandan authorities to apply the Public Order Management Act across the board.
The Public Order Management Act is not interpreted and applied in such a way that it curtails the enjoyment of fundamental human rights. The POMA Act is not in conflict with human rights, rather it's supposed to strengthen the enjoyment of liberties. And most importantly, the restrictions that are being alleged are not derived from the POMA. The limitations are drawn from the Police Act and the Criminal Procedure Act.
The officials told journalists that they have been trying to reach the Inspector General of Police but have failed.
I have struggled as the head of office to have an audience with the Inspector General of Police. That is the only principle that I need to interface with that I have not met. I wouldn't say that it is a bad relationship. Rather, I would say, and I want it to be clearly stated by the media, that I have not been able to have his audience for us to discuss issues of concern both to the police and to the Human Rights Office of the United Nations.
NTV sounded out the police spokesperson Fred Enanga to respond to the call for an inquiry.
An independent body wouldn't be bad because we are being looked at as part of that investigation.
Enanga says the run-ins that opposition politicians have had with the police were brought about by the politicians' refusal to abide by the law. He urged the UN to send its teams to the field in order to appreciate the challenges they face.
They always do their activities, at all these formal meetings and having dialogue and so on, without having a trickle-down effect to the person at the lowest level, a peasant of this country who has to get to be sensitized, be made aware.
The United Nations Human Rights Body has come out to say that the Public Order Management Act can't be used to underwrite fundamental human rights. Now, they are demanding for special investigations into the acts of the police and the opposition that has been going on for the past few days. But can the special investigations really bring out the report that the country is willing to wait? Dozens of reports on inquiries, however, are gathering dust on shelves without being implemented. More research, NTV.